Meng Zhuan felt a strong pull tearing at his consciousness. As the dark shadow drew near, his awareness was completely ripped apart. His body seemed to float aimlessly, yet it was bound tightly by an invisible force. The crimson light firmed the shadow devoured everything like an abyss. Meng Zhuan could not move, and the oppressive fear grew closer with every passing moment.
Who are you?
Meng Zhuan wanted to shout, but no sound came from his throat. It was as if the entire world had fallen silent before this darkness. The shadow gave no response. Its crimson light burned like a fierce fire, scorching Meng Zhuan's very soul. Memories of why he was here and what he was seeking flooded his mind, but they became increasingly chaotic, as if swept away by a violent current. Just as the shadow was about to touch him, a sudden burst of golden light illuminated the void. The light slashed through the surrounding darkness like a sharp blade. Meng Zhuan's vision was filled with dazzling brilliance, and the confusion in his mind was instantly dispelled. The shadow seemed to recoil from the light, vanishing into nothingness. The figure of the golden light strange god appeared once again before Meng Zhuan. Warm radiance enveloped him, calming his chaotic mind. Meng Zhuan took a deep breath, regaining some composure.
That was merely a manifestation of your innermost fears. It posed no real threat but remains a barrier you must overcome.
Meng Zhuan steadied his breathing and wiped the cold sweat from his forehead.
What was it? That shadow, its oppressive presence was unlike anything I've ever experienced. Why did it appear before me?
The golden light strange god paused for a moment before replying.
It is not an external enemy but a part of your own soul and awakened power. It represents the fear and desire hidden deep within you, a barrier you must break through to grow stronger.
Unawakened power? What do you mean?
The golden light strange god's tone deepened.
Every summoner of the strange must undergo trials of the soul. These trials come not from the outside world but from within. The darkness you fear to face must be confronted and conquered to achieve true strength.
Meng Zhuan stood in silence, waves of realization rippling through his mind. He had always thought of himself as an ordinary high school student who had somehow been transported to this strange world to become a summoner. But now, he understood that the challenges ahead were far more complex than he had imagined.
Then how do I face this trial? How do I overcome my inner darkness?
You have already taken the first step by accepting the contract of power. This power is the key to defeating your fear and darkness. Now, you must learn to master it and make it your weapon.
Meng Zhuan nodded, although doubt still lingered in his heart. He knew that only by growing stronger could he unravel the mysteries surrounding him. Suddenly, he noticed a faint warmth in his palm. Looking down, he saw a small golden symbol glowing softly. It was the mark of his contract with the golden light strange god.
Is this the mark of power?
This is the proof of our contract and the foundation of your growth. Through this mark, you can summon me or receive my guidance. But remember, the power of the contract flows both ways. You must continuously enhance your soul energy to wield it more effectively.
Soul energy.
Meng Zhuan repeated the term, feeling the weight of responsibility settle upon him.
You are still at the stage of an apprentice summoner of the strange. To become a true summoner, you must train diligently and strengthen your soul energy and contract abilities. This is not only for yourself but for the future of this land.
Though confused by the golden light strange god's words, Meng Zhuan understood that a deeper secret lay behind all this. He thought back to the strange events he had encountered during his college entrance exams. Questions swirled in his mind. What is this world truly for? Why was I chosen? Before he could dwell further, the golden light strange god interrupted his thoughts.
Are you ready? The next challenge is about to begin.
What challenge?
The trial of your soul, to discover your true potential.
Before Meng Zhuan could respond, an invisible force propelled him forward. A dark cavern appeared before him, exuding an ancient and foreboding aura. Drawn by an irresistible pull, he stepped inside. As he ventured deeper into the cavern, a chilling sense of oppression enveloped him. It felt as though countless unseen eyes were watching him from the shadows. Each step grew heavier, and the cold air made him shiver uncontrollably. Just as he reached the depths of the cavern, a cold voice echoed from the darkness.
You're not strong enough.
Meng Zhuan froze, his body trembling involuntarily.
Who's there?
Laughter echoed faintly from the darkness.
You cannot endure this.
Meng Zuan's heartbeat quickened as chaos filled his mind. The voice carried an indescribable threat, pressing down on his chest like a mountain.